This is a very important launch for CFMOTO. So important that they needed not 1, not 2, but 3 days for the entire event for just one bike.
Finally launched and set to replace the best-selling CFMOTO 400 NK, the 450 NK now sports a 449cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine with a 270-degree crankshaft pumping out 47 horses and 39 Nm of torque, mated to a 6-speed manual transmission with a slipper clutch. Brakes are 320mm disc in the front, a 240mm disc in the rear, and clamped by a radially mounted J1 4-piston caliper in the front and a single piston at the back. The suspension done by KYB, an inverted fork in the front, and a central monoshock for the rear. Tires are CST Adreno HS AS5s, 110 in the front and 150 in the rear, both on 17-inch alloy wheels.
So this is just day one, and day one includes, of course, well, a party and a dinner, and of course the unveiling of the all-new 450 NK. And tomorrow we're going to meet everybody in the headquarters of CFMOTO Philippines in Motostrada before we ride out and test out the bikes all the way to Subic, where there's going to be other fun activities. Kaya yan, kaya. Alright, so this is day number 2 of the launch, and we are here at Motostrada, the home of CFMOTO here in the Philippines. And as you can see, there's a lot of riders already, and the NK 450s are ready. And I think there's going to be a little bit of a briefing, quick coffee, small breakfast, and then we're off to Subic. But I want to show you a bike that I really want. I mean, tell me, isn't this the most adorable thing on 2 wheels that you've ever seen before? Look, it looks like a baby MV Agusta with Desert X lights. I mean, I want this bike, and I don't know if I'm gonna ride it going to Subic, but I want it for the city. Can't wait to try it out. But today is about the 450, and Coach Mel Aquino is giving a little bit of a briefing. But he knows that I'm not going to listen to him anyway. But let's go check out what everybody else is doing.
All right, so again, this is just a first impression type of video, a test ride, so to speak. It's just that we are going a little bit far, so I'm going to get a pretty decent amount of saddle time on the bike, so I'll be able to at least know a little bit more about it than a typical first impression type of video. But right off the bat, I can tell you that the bike is really light. I mean, it's about what, 165 kilograms curb weight. And you know, it's a very light bike, but it does feel substantial enough as we're making our way over to the expressway and make our way all the way to Subic. The clutch is really light. I mean, it's a nice, it's pleasant actually to use it. So I kind of enjoy that. It is a very approachable seat height. I know that's something that, you know, a lot of Pinoys, a lot of Asian customers are always a little bit worried about. But this bike is it's actually it's not very tall. I'll talk a little bit more about the seat height later on in the video. I guess when I know the actual number, because right now we're just making our way over to NLEX, and we're gonna have a quick stop there before moving over to Subic. But I can tell you that, you know, for shorter riders out there, you know, the seat height is going to be something that's not a problem whatsoever. Plus, the bike is light, so it's not going to be an issue whatsoever, I believe. Now, riding it around the city right now, you know, the power is pretty surprising and pretty smooth. Even if you were to say that the engine should be punchy, it's strangely smooth for a twin. And I can't wait to get on the highway and unleash the 47 horses of the 450 NK. Or is it the NK 450? I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna unleash the power of the new CFMOTO.
Alright, so it's the first stop of the day and we are at Lakeshore on NLEX. And so far so good. I thought the bike performed fairly well on the expressway. The handling was decent. At a certain speed, you know, we were following the speed limit more or less. And I thought it did very well at that. At a certain speed, you did feel a little bit of a wobble, but you're not supposed to be going that speed. So I just did it once just to overtake. But more or less, overall, so far, so good. But the sensation that I get from riding, at least for the brief moment that I've had so far, is very similar to the Duke 390 and the 400 NK. It is quite similar to that, but it is the type of bike that it is, right?
Okay, so now riding on the highway, I can tell you here on NLEX that it does feel substantial enough, right? It doesn't scare me. Usually when you use, or at least when I use smaller bikes or light bikes, because maybe now because I'm a little bit more used to big adventure bikes, I get a little bit worried on the expressway with smaller bikes. But, you know, with this, it's not a problem whatsoever. I feel pretty confident. I feel pretty substantial, and it's pretty stable on the expressways, even with the crosswinds. Okay, so we're still on NLEX, and if you can see that guy right there on the MV Agusta, and it's actually Earl. He gets to ride the MV Agusta. I'm on the CFMOTO because, well, MV Agusta and CFMOTO both distributed by MotoStrada here in the Philippines. And, you know, that's both great companies that MotoStrada distributes here. Both great manufacturers, I should say. You know, the 47 horses, that's what we're talking about. The 47 horses here on NLEX, very smooth. Extremely willing engine, and it's actually a pretty joy to ride. I don't feel like all being on such a small bike on the expressway. I think it's actually pretty good. Not a problem whatsoever. Getting up to speed, no issues so far. Even with the wind blast from the trucks around me, and it doesn't really affect the bike too much at all. Now, I did feel earlier a little slight wobble at a certain pace. I think it's because there's, you know, the bumps on the road, and you know, this bike, the suspension is a little bit soft. I think that's what caused it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check. I don't believe that there's anything wrong with the tires. I think I just hit a little bit of bump in the road, going at a certain speed, and you know, with the light suspension, it did wobble very, very slightly, but still not a problem. It's relatively stable, I have to say. It feels very, very planted, and the bike can resist, you know, the wind blast, as I mentioned, from the buses and the trucks and the bigger vehicles. Now, we won't hit any of the twisties on this trip, and it was quite unfortunate because I think this would do really well on some twisty roads. But CFMOTO Philippines has organized a little bit of a challenge over there in Subic, and I'm going to switch with Earl, so he's going to be participating in the challenges over at the venue. So let's get going, shall we? Yeah!
Made it to Subic, and my favorite hotel and resort in Subic, Lighthouse. That's where we're going to be checked in. Jed and the CA family, hope you guys are watching this. Alright, so this is not the full review just yet. This is of course the first impression for the launch of the 450 NK. And when you look at the bike, it is a very aggressive looking naked bike. It's Street Fighter style, and it's as you guys may know, that it's not exactly my preferred look, but I don't mind it. I actually think it looks pretty good for the type of bike that it is. I do have a comment about the seat. As you can see right here, it kind of gets loose in certain areas. So it's not a big deal, if you ask me. That's me kind of nitpicking about the bike a little bit, but it is something that you would probably see in some of the, at the price point of where the bike is. I mean, it's not surprising that there's a couple of things that they probably could have done a better job with the fit and finish. But overall, fit and finish of the bike, I think it's actually pretty good. Now, I want to point out I am a big fan of the 450 SR, the sport bike version of this. And this is a great naked version of that. And if the sport bike is, the ergonomics of the sport bike is not for you, this is a good option for it, right? This is a good alternative to that. And some of the things about the CFMOTO stuff, they have some funny wordings when it comes to their decals and their stickers and so on and so forth. Like this one, it says riding machine. Yeah, I find it kind of funny. I don't really know why that's there. But it's a funny touch to it, but it's a very CFMOTO type thing to do. They kind of have these funny sayings on their bikes. Yes, they're not wrong. It is a riding machine. It's just funny to point that out. Another thing I want to point out, like I do in many CFMOTO bikes, the faux carbon fiber. Again, I just wish that they don't try to trick you and tell you that it's carbon fiber, because it's clearly not. But I would have preferred it if it was just matte black, or just black, or maybe this type of blue, something else, another accent color. But don't pretend that it's carbon fiber, because it's not. But aside from that, the bike is actually, it feels good. It feels proper. The buttons actually feel very nice. The TFT screen, I don't have the key with me, so I can't show you. The TFT screen is actually quite good, and the mirrors work very well. There's not much vibration with the mirrors, even at speed on the expressway. I really can't say anything negative about it, because it's a good starter bike. It's a good bike that I could imagine a lot of people who are getting into the world of motorcycling and they like this type of look. This is a good way to get into it. It really is. And at the price point of the bike, you can't fault it. You can't. There's really not much flaws I can nitpick about it, except for maybe the quality of the seat and small stuff here and there. But as an entirety, I think it's a fantastic purchase for a beginner big bike or a beginner expressway legal machine. The seat height is 795 millimeters. I'm 5'6" with a 764 millimeter inseam. As you can see, that's the situation. All right, so if you are not familiar with this man right here, he's one of the best motorcycle instructors that we have here in the Philippines, of course, Coach Clyde.
I tried it in the Lakeshore kasi it's my first time. So, I handled it well.
Okay.
Yung pag bumigay siya na acceleration, talagang maganda yung pickup niya eh. Although, hindi katulad nung race bike na Torquey, pero sa skills maneuvering, I think it's gonna be a perfect bike.
Yeah.
But then, on the high speed, nagpipick up siya around 150 to 160. May konting unstable siya.
Yeah.
That's why I would suggest na-upgrade siya ng may konting stabilizer.
Okay.
Handling in the curb, it's really good.
Yeah.
Walang init. Matipid sa gas.
Yes.
Kasi hindi ako nag-fill up galing sa MotoStrada.
Yeah?
Until here, I still have 2 bars left. Yung features niya dito, very, very user-friendly naman. I think people would love this.
Yeah.
Especially kalalabas lang, and everyone would love to have this. And highway legal siya.
Yeah.
Actually, kanina sa toll, kung as a beginner, I can just simply accelerate using my clutch. And yung delivery ng power niya, hindi siya sobrang powerful and smooth siya. So I think this will be beneficial din sa and considering the lightweight niya.
Yes.
The student will really love this one. You just have to protect it with some crash bars on the training, as a training bike. I think it's gonna be a good training bike as well.
Especially at the price point of the bike.
Yes po, I was really surprised nung nakita ko yung yung post nyo kagabi. Sulit siya sa 450 Not bad.
Yeah. All right, so I'm with my other favorite motorcycle riding coach in the Philippines. I'm actually taking his course already a couple of times, Coach Mel Aquino.
Hi guys.
That favorite ko.
That favorite. The one that caught my attention is the design. The design is very sharp, futuristic in design. for a naked bike, marami siyang bago eh.
Oo.
So medyo fresh sa mata ng
Very different,
very
kakaiba talaga eh.
For a naked bike must be they have a lot of plastic parts pa.
Oo.
Okay. Then second is yung kanyang price, sobrang
diba?
napakamura, grabe.
Maganda.
If you're using a 450,
Yeah.
if you were a former owner of the NK400, the NK450 is a very big step up for the previous model.
Yeah.
Running at 5,500 RPM on 115 kilometer, it's very smooth. The handling is good, upright position. Hindi katulad ng ibang bikes na talagang parang mabigat yung handlebar. You're putting most of the weight on the handlebar. But this one, relax yung position mo while you're riding.
Yeah.
Running at a speed of 150, yun yung sweet spot niya. At 5,500 RPM. So overall, I rate it as 8.5 or up to 9.
Wow, maganda yan.
Napakaganda ng review ko sa
Maganda
kanya.
yan,
Sobra.
maganda.
So give it a chance to own one. Well, I think this will be one of my favorite bikes going around the expressways.
So the beauty about it, diba? Pwede siya pang expressway,
Exactly.
pwede rin siya pang city.
Yes, exactly.
Kasi magaan.
Magaan, tapos hindi ka pagod. Hindi ka masyadong... yung vibration, alam naman natin, nakakapagod yan. Pagka ang motor mo ay ma-vibrate.
Okay, ready? Time!
15.56.
Ay! Well, we didn't win anything. But unfortunately, I didn't join. It was actually Earl who did. So Earl didn't win anything.
I'm sorry.
But what the real win is actually this bike. I think the Philippine market is going to enjoy it, especially at its price point. But remember, this is not our full review just yet. This is just our first impression. The full review will happen when the entire team of MotoDeal will get a chance to experience the bike and we can exchange notes and discuss it a little bit further. For now, it's time for me to join the wrap party. So, hope you guys are gonna subscribe, like this video, and of course, visit us on our website. It's www.motodeal.com.ph. This has been Gene Rufino. Till next time, peace.